You can see the screen? Can you see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is written? Read. Read what is written on the screen.
Force.
Force, then?
Definition.
Then?
Type, types of force. Contact, non-contact, effects.
Effects. So we are going to learn force. The definition of force means what is force, the types of force, how many kinds of forces are, how many types of forces, and the two types, contact force and non-contact force, and effects. Okay?
Okay.
Now, before learning force, these two terms are important. What is the difference between the red ball and the blue ball?
At rest or in motion.
What is the meaning? At rest means?
Jalini.
At rest means not moving. At rest means
Not moving.
not moving and one place. It is in one place. When it is in one place, not moving, it is called at rest. Right? What is the meaning of rest?
Okay.
What is the meaning of rest? Not moving.
Not moving.
When you are sitting in one place, you are at rest. When you are walking to school, you are in motion. If you are sitting in one place, then you are at rest. When you are running or walking to school, you are in motion. Got it?
Motion. Got it.
In motion means moving. A train is moving, a car is moving, a bird is flying, a fish is swimming. Moving means in motion, and in one place. That means at rest. So at rest means not moving. In motion means moving.
Moving.
So when something is moving, what do we say?
Moving.
If you are moving, if you are walking, what will you say? You are walking. What will you say? You are in motion. If you are
motion.
walking, and if you are sitting, what you will say?
At rest.
At rest. A bird is flying in motion, and a bird is sitting in one place at rest.
At rest.
So in motion means, what is the meaning in motion?
Moving.
Moving. And not moving means?
At rest.
Right. Moving in motion, not moving at rest. Now, see what is happening. Can you see what is happening?
Force is a pull or a pull.
Push or a pull.
Pull.
On the top, a person is pushing the car, and at the bottom, a person is pulling a rickshaw. Right? On the top, a person is pushing a car, and at the bottom, a person is pulling the rickshaw. You can see? So,
yes.
So both are forces. The top is also a force, the bottom is also a force. So pushing is a force, pulling is a force. On the top, the man is pushing the car. Push is a force. And in the bottom, the man is pulling a rickshaw. Pulling is also a force. Okay?
Okay.
So force is a push or a pull. Force is a
push or a pull.
And is written in red letter. Hey, why that noise is coming? Now try to sit in a place where there's no noise. Force is a push or a pull. So you said that the letter A is written in red. Hey, why so much sound is coming? See that you have a silent one. Sit in a place where there's no noise. Why this A is written in red letter? Can you see that A is written in red letter?
Yes.
Why? Because you have to say a push, a pull. That the a has to be repeated. This A has to be repeated. Force is a push or a pull. That A has to be repeated. A push, a pull. Don't say a push or pull. 2 times a push, again a pull. That A has to be repeated. Force is a push or a pull. Now, see that force, what it is doing? Force is pushing the ball and the ball is moving. The ball was at rest. The red ball, you can see, it was at rest. And when there is force, it is being pushed, it is moving. Right? Can you see?
Okay.
Why the ball is moving? Because there is a force. Because there is a force.
Pull.
Why the ball is moving?
Because the
There is a
force.
force. A force is making it move. So force is a push or a pull that moves a body at rest. The body was at rest. Now it is moving. So a force is a push or a pull that moves a body at rest. The body was at rest. Now it is moving. Before the force was there, at first, initially we call it. At first, the body was at rest, not moving. After the force pushes the ball, now it is moving. So a force is a push or a pull that moves a body at rest.
At rest.
Is it clear, this line?
Yes.
A force is a push or a pull that moves a body at rest. The body was at rest, but if there is a force, then it will move. So a force is a push or a pull that moves a body at rest.
Moves body at rest.
Next, see, what is this force doing? The force is stopping the body. The body is in motion. The force is stopping the moving body. Can you see the force is stopping the body?
Yes.
The force is not only moving, the body was moving. Now the force is stopping the body. So a force is a push or a pull that stops a body in motion. The blue ball was in motion. The blue ball was in motion. The force is stopping the motion. Now what is the force doing? The force is stopping the motion. The force is stopping the moving ball.
Stopping the motion.
Stopping the motion. Stopping the moving ball. So a force is a push or a pull that stops a body in motion. So either it can move a body at rest or it can stop a body in motion. Next, see what is happening? The force is changing the speed and direction. The force is changing the speed and direction because of force. Otherwise, the body should move in a straight line. The body is not moving in a line. It is changing the direction. Can you see the ball is changing the direction?
Yes.
After halfway, it is why? Because of the force. It comes half but does not move straight. It is changing because of the force. The force is changing the speed or direction of the body. The body is in motion, but the force is changing the speed and changing the direction. Clear?
Okay.
So a force is a push or a pull that changes the speed or direction of a body in motion. Next. Now what is happening? See the ball. The ball is changing the shape. When you press the ball, the round ball is changing the shape, squeezing the ball. See the two arrows. Can you see?
Yes.
What is happening? You are changing the shape of the ball. You are changing the shape of the ball. And on the top, what is happening? The top figure, the two girls. You are pulling the elastic, it becomes longer. The elastic was shorter. When you pull it, it becomes longer. See the top figure? You can see?
Yes.
So the elastic band, it was short. Now the elastic band is longer because you are pulling it. And here the ball is being squeezed. The ball is changing the shape. So a force is a push or a pull that changes the shape or the size of a body. The push or pull changes the shape or the size. On the top it is changing the size, longer, bigger size, longer, and here it is changing the shape. So the force as a push or a pull changes the shape or size of the body. So now again I am saying a push or pull is wrong. You have to say a push or a pull. On the top see, a push or pull, this is wrong. You have to say a push or a pull. That A you have to repeat 2 times. So these are the effects of force. What force can do? A force is a push or a pull that can, number one, move a body at rest. Right? It can move a body at rest. That means it can start the motion. The body was not in motion, the body was at rest. It is starting the motion. It is moving a body at rest. Number two, stop a body in motion. Halt. Halt means stop. Halt means stop. Stop motion. The body was moving. Now the force is stopping the motion. It can halt motion. So it can move a body at rest. It can stop a body in motion. It can change the speed or direction of motion. We already saw. It can change the speed or direction of motion, or it can change the shape or the size of a body. So these four we will call the effects of force. The effects of force is move a body at rest. The body is at rest, it will start moving a body at rest, that is starting the motion. Stop a body in motion. The body is already in motion. The force will stop the motion or halt the motion. So it can move a body at rest, it can start a body in motion, it can change the speed or direction of motion, or it can change the shape or the size of a body. These four are the effects of force. It can move a body at rest, it can stop a body in motion. That means it can start motion or it can stop motion, halt motion. It can change the speed and direction of a moving body, or it can change the shape and size of a body. Okay?
Okay.
These are called, what we call it? Effects of force. What do you call?
Effects
Of force. Yeah, effects of force.
Effects of.
Now, see, on the top, this finger cannot move the ball. But in the
Cannot
bottom, why you can't move? The top figure, why you cannot move? This finger cannot move the ball, the top figure, but the bottom finger you can move. Why?
Contact force.
No. Why you cannot move? That is a contact force. Why you cannot move? The top finger cannot move. On the top figure, why the finger cannot move the body? You got two pictures. On the top you cannot move, and in the bottom you can move. Why? Yeah, say.
The ball from a distance, so
Right. The ball and the finger are not touching each other. The finger is not touching the ball is not touching the finger. They are separate, they are at a distance. So because of distance, you can't move. Only when the finger touches the ball, you can move. Right? You can move only if the finger touches the ball. The ball is in Bombay and my finger is in Calcutta, you can't move. The ball and the finger should touch, then only you can move. So a force, this force is called a contact force or an impact force. It is called a contact force or means impact force means it must touch. It must touch. It must be coming in contact. It must touch each other. The finger must touch the ball must touch the finger. Without touching, from far away you can't move. You are in one place and the ball is in another place, you can't move. You have to touch the ball. You have to push the ball. So this is contact force, also called impact force. Impact force you may not find in your book because it is normally in Indian books they use contact force, but in some foreign publication, American books, they may write impact force. So in your book it will be contact force, but in many foreign books they write impact force. So contact force or impact force, the force must touch the body. Here, the top, the man is pulling the rickshaw. In the bottom, the man cannot pull the rickshaw. Why? Same reason.
The rickshaw from a distance, so cannot move.
Yeah, because you are not touching the rickshaw. The man is not touching the rickshaw. So
yes,
You can't move the rickshaw from a distance. Only if the man and the rickshaw are in contact, then only you can move. This is contact force or impact force. So push and pull in this case. The first case was push, in this case pull. This kind of push and this kind of pull, where you cannot move from a distance. You have to touch the body. That is called contact force or impact force. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is a friction. Friction means what? When a body is moving on a rough surface, see the top left figure. The body is moving on a rough surface, the friction will try to oppose the motion, stop the motion. Right? Friction will try to put a force in the opposite direction. Body is moving in one direction, friction is in opposite direction. So friction is a contact force. The body must touch, the surface and the body must touch. So friction is a contact force that opposes motion on a rough surface. What is friction? A force that opposes motion on a rough surface. If the surface is rough and you want to move, the friction will try to oppose the motion. That means stop the motion or act against the motion. Right? That is friction.
Friction.
At the bottom, you have got buoyant force. Buoyant force means something is floating on water. Something, when it is floating on water, the force of the water is called buoyant force. The force of water holding up the body. The buoyant force. The water is trying to push the body up. The water is trying to push the body up. This is called the buoyant force. Okay? There is a buoyant force. All are contact forces. All are contact forces. The water must touch the body. The water has to touch the body. Similarly, the moving body has to touch the surface. All are contact forces. Then this is called a spring force. This may not be given in all the books, but some books they give spring force. This is called a spring force. A spring, when you stretch, spring force. It may be given, it may not be given in your book. And there is the elastic force. Stretching the elastic force. Right?
Okay.
And all are contact forces. All are contact forces. See, all are touching. The ball is touching the water. The body is touching the rough surface. There's at the bottom you have got a weight. This weight is touching the spring. The person is touching the elastic band. All are contact forces. All are contact forces, but friction is a special force that opposes motion on a rough surface. So friction force, buoyant force, spring force and elastic force, that is also actually one kind of contact force. Next we have, see, the earth does not touch the body, yet it pulls. Anything falls down. Anything will fall down because the earth is pulling the body. Anything will fall down. Anything in the space, will it fall down or it will go up?
Earth can pull down any.
But it is not touching the ball. Still it is pulling. It is not touching the ball. The ball is at the top. The earth is not touching the ball. Still it is pulling. This force is gravity. This force is called gravity. Force of gravity. This is non-contact force because the earth is not touching the ball. The earth is not touching the ball. It is called non-contact force. Got it?
Got it.
And similarly, see the magnet on the right. The magnet is pulling the iron. This is also non-contact force. The magnet is not touching the iron nail. The magnet is not touching the screw. Non-contact force. Magnet is pulling. This is called magnetic force. Magnetic force. This is non-contact force because it doesn't have to touch. It can work from a distance. Similarly, the earth can pull a body without touching it from a distance. This is non-contact force. So force of gravity is non-contact All the
4.
bodies fall down. If you drop something, it will always fall down. It won't go up. It falls down because of gravity. And magnet pulls piece of iron. Non-contact force. Force of gravity, non-contact. Magnetic
Force.
force, non-contact.
Force.
Non-contact force. Gravity and magnetic force. Gravity, also called gravitational force. Gravity is also called gravitational force. So gravitational force or force of gravity is a non-contact force, and a magnet pulling iron, that is also a non-contact force, magnetic force. Okay?
Okay.
So gravity is a non-contact force. Magnet attraction is also a non-contact force. Now this is the electrostatic. If you comb your hair with a plastic comb, you know what is a comb? See the picture on the left. What is a comb?
Ziruni.
This comb, if your hair is dry, your hair should be dry, no water, dry. If it is dry, if you comb for some time, it can attract small pieces of paper. Similarly, in the second picture, a balloon you are rubbing on your hair. Here the comb, plastic comb, here the balloon you are rubbing on your hair. Then also it can attract small pieces of paper. Okay.
Okay.
On the left, what you got? A plastic comb, not a wooden comb. Plastic comb. After rubbing against your hair, it will attract small pieces of paper. And here balloon. Balloon also you are rubbing on your hair. Then also it will attract small pieces of paper. You can see both the pictures.
Yes.
So with the comb you have to rub against your hair, and with the balloon also you have to rub against your hair. So these are the things: plastic, rubber, silk, wool, synthetic fiber like nylon and other things. Plastic, rubber, silk, wool, synthetic fiber. Whenever you rub, they will attract small pieces of paper, but it should not be metal, it should not be wood, it should not be cotton. It should not be metal, it should not be wood, it should not be cotton. Right? It should not be metal. Are you hearing, or yes or no?
Yes.
Then reply. It should not be metal, it should not be wood, it should not be cotton. Got it?
Got it.
What it should not be? No metal, no wood, no cotton. It can be plastic, it can be rubber, it can be silk, it can be wool, it can be synthetic fiber. Then after rubbing, it will have electrostatic force. This is called electrostatic force. What it is called? Electrostatic force. Plastic, rubber, silk, wool, and synthetic fiber. No metal, no wood, no cotton. So after rubbing, it will have electrostatic force to attract small piece of paper. Right?
Okay.
It should be plastic or rubber or silk or wool or synthetic fiber. Not metal, not wood, not cotton. Then if you rub against your hair, it can pull or it can attract light objects, that is electrostatic force. There is also a non-contact force. There is also a non-contact force. See, the comb is not touching the paper. The comb is not touching the paper. You can see the picture.
Yes.
The comb is not touching the paper. So there is also a non-contact force. There is a non-contact force. So non-contact force we have magnetic force, gravitational force or gravity, and electrostatic force. These three are non-contact force. These three, magnetic force, gravitational force, and electrostatic force, they are coming under non-contact forces, right?
Okay.
And push, pull, and friction and spring, these are, and buoyancy, these are contact forces. Friction, push, pull, and uh, buoyancy and spring, these are contact forces. Magnetic force, gravitational force, and electrostatic force are non-contact forces. You don't have to touch. So push, you have to touch, contact force. Pull, you have to touch, contact force. Friction, the moving object and the surface must touch. So contact forces. Buoyancy, the water must touch the ball. The water and the ball must touch. Contact forces. Spring, contact forces. And this one, magnet, non contact force. Gravity, non contact force. Electrostatic, non contact force. Okay?
Okay.
So, now these things, where an animal or a man is pulling or pushing, and the top you can see a man pulling a rickshaw. Then the second picture down, you can see bullock cart. The third, you can see two boys pushing and pulling. So these are called sometimes muscular force, muscle. What is a muscle? Muscular forces. Those by man or animals. Hey, why so much noise is coming? Disturbance? These forces, man or animal. It can be man, it can be animal. They are called muscular forces. And then there is a buoyant force, water, floating body. Floating body means buoyant force and spring force. And the non-contact forces are magnetic forces, gravitational forces, and electrostatic forces. Got these three things?
Yes.
What are the non-contact forces? Magnetic force,
Gravity
gravitational
force.
force, and electrostatic. And what are the contact force? Push, pull, muscular force, muscle, man or animal, buoyancy, and spring. And friction. Friction is also contact force. Right?
Okay.
So there's the force definition and types of force. So next day we will be doing the question answer on this. Okay?
Okay.